I think if you believe everybody on Earth is human, you have to be sadly mistaken. Um, Even in the Bible, it says, "Beware of the strangers," because you could also be talking to an angel. So if you could be talking to an angel, you also could be talking to a demon. But also, I believe that it's not just angels and demons. There are other species. There are other things in life that, even in the ocean, there's things that we never encountered before. There's all type of extraterrestrial things, I believe personally. Now, do I believe in aliens? I had to do a little bit more research on that. But to say that everybody on Earth is human, it would be crazy to say. You know, I believe personally that I had an encounter with something that was not human. And I'm gonna give you just a little story, bro. Like, I was at work. This was about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. But I was at work. I used to work for a lawn company, and it was this customer. I used to see them all the time. I really used to see the husband. I really didn't used to see the wife like that. I used to see her sometimes, but not as often as I used to see the husband, right? And I used to talk to him sometimes. He'll come out as I'm doing the service. Very polite, very cool. And the wife, I would see her, but she would never be home. Like, the only time I would see her is when she's coming home, when she's pulling up into the driveway. But this one particular time, I'm doing the service, right? And as I'm doing the service outside, I'm like, usually I never really knock on the door after. I usually knock on the door before. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just go ahead and knock on the door. Now, this time, both of them were home. And they're usually not home at the same time. So, I'm finishing up the service. I'm like, I'm just go ahead and talk to him. So I will go up the stairs, knock on the door. This is keep in mind, this is a very, like, well-established neighborhood. Like, most of the homes in this area is over $1 million, well over $1 million. So they're very established people. So I knock on the door. And as I'm knocking on the door, I'm like, hey, seeing if they have any questions about the service or whatever. Just small talk. And, bro, it was so different. It was so weird. Like, they had a smile. They was like, as I'm asking them a question, they was like, no, we don't have any questions. They was like, thank you. And they had a smile, and both of them were like smiling. It was just like a blank stare. Like, I can tell that there is nothing behind that smile. Usually when you see somebody, you see a human, they have like certain features behind. You can tell there's something behind those eyes. But I promise you, bro, it was nothing behind those eyes, bro. And they both were smiling at the same time, and it was like just a blank smile. And it was almost like robotic. And it kind of gave me an eerie feeling. And it gave me chills, bro. So I'm like, I'm just sitting there, and they both just smiling like with a blank smile. Like, the movie Smile? Like the movie Smile. It was just like that. If you ever saw the movie Smile, the horror movie, it was exactly like that. They both were smiling exactly like that. So I'm like, this is weird. So I turned around, and like, I pay attention to everything. So like, when you turn around, you're walking away from the door, you can hear the door close. But it took, like, as I was walking down the stairs and I'm walking, the door didn't close it, so I knew that they were still standing there. But obviously, bro, I'm like creeped out, so I don't want to turn around. You know what I'm saying? So they finally closed the door, and when I got back into the truck, I'm like, bro, something was really off about that. And I kind of got like spooked out about it. I'm like, bro, these are people that wasn't human. These people were not human. And after that, I didn't see them probably for like another 3 months. And I saw them again, and everything was just normal. After I saw them again, and they were just like acting like normal. But man, everybody on this earth is not human. Everybody on this earth is not human. A lot of people don't have souls. A lot of people are NPCs. When you see the people that, they listen to the media, they follow the news, they watch the news, I believe a lot of old people are just programmed and to be robots, bro. A lot of people are NPCs. I watched the Truman Show recently, And it opened my eyes to a lot of things. Everything is designed. Everything is a script, bro. Most people are playing. Most people are not real. It's all an illusion. It's all a glitch. It's all a matrix. You know, like I said, most people are literally, you can tell when people have no mind of their own. Like, most people talk about the same thing. This is why I hate, I don't know if it's just me, but I hate small talk. I hate small conversations. I don't like talking about nothing that's not of substance. You know, you talk to most people, it's like they talk about the same thing. Hey, bro, what's up? You watch sports? Did you watch the game? This and that. What do you like? Do you like this? Do you like that? Like, what food do you like to eat, bro? Like it's all the same thing. It's never nothing of substance, bro. Like, most people are just the same. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell when people are lost. You can tell when people don't have no clue what's going on in the world. You can tell when people believe they believe everything the news tell you. They believe everything the government tells them. They have no sense of self. They follow all the trends. They follow everything. These are people that are lost. These people that have no soul. They're just here to be here. They're just here to take up space. And when you realize that, you realize that, like, dang, I'm really different. I'm really not like most people. I really have a soul. You know what I'm saying? I really have a purpose. You know? And some people are in his life, some people are meant for destruction. You know, not everybody's meant to have a great life and, you know, for great purposes. Some people are meant for terrible purposes. Some people are meant for bad purposes. Some people are meant for destruction. Some people are meant for just to literally just be here and not do anything. They don't have a mind to become better. They don't have a mind to do anything besides just exist. You know? I believe, man, most people are not human at all, bro. Especially the higher ups. Especially the higher ups. Because in order to gain so much wealth, it has to come from somewhere. You know, you can't be I believe, bro, you can't be a billionaire by doing the right thing. You know, you got to mess a lot of people over, bro. I heard that before. You got to mess a lot of people over to get that much amount of money. You got to do something wrong, bro. And it's like these higher up people, they get a power from something else. I believe most of those higher ups are reptilians, bro. I believe most of those higher ups are different type of entities that are controlled by spiritual beings. And I don't know if I'm getting too deep for most people. You know what I'm saying? But I believe, because in the Bible it says it's harder for a rich man to get into heaven because they love the things of this world. And I'm getting off topic, but man, it's a lot of things that you got to do. That's why I like to say, bro, be careful of what you pray for. Be careful of what you think about what somebody else has, because you don't know what entity it comes from. You don't know who blessed them. You don't know what blessed them. You don't know what God people are praying to. You don't know if people even have a soul. So, man, not everybody is human. Man, a lot of people that might be watching this video probably are not human themselves. So they're going to look at me crazy. They're going to say, bro, what is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? These are the people that have no soul. But people who resonate with this video, they're going to be like, you know what? I agree with it. I understand what you're saying. Because how can two walk together except they be agreed? But, man, and another thing is, sometimes even your own family members are not human. Sometimes even your own family members don't have a soul. They have no sense of anything. And you're like, what's wrong? Sometimes you be like, what's wrong with these people? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong with the people around me? But hey, man. Coming towards the end of the video, man. Not everybody is human. Make sure you be aware of your surroundings. Guard your heart above everything else. And just stay out of the matrix, bro. Stay out of this world. it's hard to get out of this world because it's so much distractions to not get you to realize who you are. Because the moment you realize who you are, the moment you become different, the moment you escape the matrix. That's why they put everything in front of you. They put the food, the food in front of you to kill you. They put social media in front of you. They put the love and the things of this world, the trips, the fun, you know, everything. Everything is to distract you. This is why I don't really be on social media. This is why I don't really talk to a lot of people. Because solitude is key. I believe solitude is the easiest way to find out who you really are. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.